What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Hidden Gems back with another Middle Eastern Monday. Man, it feels good to be back in the building, behind the mic, behind the camera. Man, thank y'all for coming out already. Just want to go in here. Let me go ahead and go through the chat, see who all's here right now. Buy a little time. I know for a fact Walt's still going live, so we'll go ahead and give it a couple of minutes or whatnot. But Rock Boy T, what's good, man? Hey, love the thumbnail? Yeah, man. Hey, believe it or not, I actually got some actual garments that I actually could have worn, but it's not those, man. But yeah, yeah. Hey, and when they create their own garments, when I tell you they use real silk in some of them, man, I'm telling you, incredible feel to them for real. What's going on, D? What's good? All right, Dan, not the man. Sippers and sniffers. What's up? What's good, my guy? All right. He said the scent of the day is a hard off signature black rose. All right, little Helfetti over there. Little Helfetti rose. Rock Boy wants to know, is that a spicy rose? Let him know, Dan. I'll chime in after you do. D was good. He said scent of the day was Jaguar Oud. It's good. Don't know what I will wear after I shower. Okay. Working on your review. Island Dreams now. Okay, all right. Giveaway coming with the vid. Yeah, man. We got a getaway. I say getaway. Giveaway coming up in December. I was gonna do it around Thanksgiving, but I figured I would go ahead and wait because I got a couple of more things coming through. And I was gonna do like a bunch of little giveaways, but I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. To have to pay for each thing to be delivered and the amount of things I'm gonna be giving away, we're going to go ahead and do two giveaways in the month of December, one towards the beginning and one in the middle before Christmas. So, whoever wins out of those, you should definitely have your gift or your winnings before Christmas, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. Dutch say Europe. Sin of the day is unreleased secret, but the blood orange is loud. All right. All right. Dan said it does have some spices, but I wouldn't consider it a spicy rose. My thoughts exactly. Definitely a dark rose. I guess it's spice in a sense of that you get some of the herbal, I kind of like a herb like spice amongst it, something that makes it a little more green, a little more plant like, or a little more full. But yeah, I don't really get spicy like peppery spicy or anything like that. All right. D says sipping on whiskey, brandy, and eggnog. All right, man. I gotta get going, man. I gotta finish off that bottle of Buchanan's, and I got a couple of other things that were sent to me as well, man. That I'm gonna have to talk about, man. So I know you over there feeling good if you sipping on that, baby. Sin of the day is reflection, man. What's going on, Key Steel? What's good? All right. Yeah, Dan. Shipping is crazy. So the only way I'm gonna be able to do this is do a few giveaways with multiple things and just go from there. Because right now, just shipping something off is like $10 coming from Texas, depending on where you're going. I think it's minimum $10. So yeah, man, makes it a little more trying, but I am going to use some of that money that was gifted to us through the super chats. What was that last week? I'll be using that for some of the delivery prices for sure. Go ahead and reinvest in the brand. But man, thank y'all for coming out, man. Appreciate y'all for coming in. As you know, like I said before, it is Middle Eastern Monday. All right. Going to be talking about a few fragrances that I was able to get my nose on. A couple that I actually got for giveaways. All right. Decided to go back and experiment with, or not experiment, but get my nose on some of the more up and coming Middle Easterns that are coming out. I've heard that they've upgraded the oils in their fragrances. People are really filling their bottles and whatnot. And I thought it would be really good for the channel, especially since this is where we started, to kind of touch base where I started and kind of assist those that are beginning their journey in this hobby called perfumery, all right, or cologne collecting. And maybe give some recommendations or at least give my input. Um, Currently I am going to have to slow this down though to probably once, maybe twice a month. Even though I was not paying full price for these bottles that I'm choosing to get, they are costing, but I will be, still be doing little introductions to some of these hot clone items on here. All right. But with that being said, man, y'all seen the title. All right. Here's the deal. I was in Walt's chat and whatnot, listening to what he said. He's doing the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I back him and what he's doing. Uh, yeah, man. Your journey is your journey. Where you start is where you start, but that's not necessarily where you're gonna finish. And sometimes, in my case, you want to come back. When you haven't been able to experience some of the bigger name brands or whatnot, when I haven't been able to get out there as much as I should be, or as much as I am now, yeah, when you love fragrances and you love smelling something new, you'll go back to where you began, and just for appreciation purposes and whatnot. And let's not lie either, and to build up the channel, get a few views. What I'm saying? Get back into the reviewing. If I can review the basics, it's always a good way for me to put my nose on my more elite stuff, you know. And yeah, that's where we are. But with that being said, man, y'all have seen, as I already say, y'all have seen the thumbnail. All right. We'll go back to it real quick. And these are some of the fragrances that we're going to be talking about today. And first up, I'm going to go ahead and talk about that Vanilla Dunes, man. That Vanilla Dunes. Now, this is one, it's been out for a while. This is supposed to be a clone of Altair. All right. I hear a lot of people saying that it's number two, or it could be the best clone of Altair behind, I forget what the other one is called. Lord have mercy. Anybody in the chat, do me a favor. Tell me what the number one fragrance that's supposed to be cloning Altair is. I always forget, man. I always forget, but I do think it's by. I do believe it's by the House of French Avenue. Is it though? There it is. Liquid Broom. Liquid Broom. So I got a chance to get my nose on both of them. Liquid Broom. I'll put it like this: for those that like it, good for you. Um, I can't mess with it. And I went out there and I had to get my nose on this one because I was just like, you know what? Before I go and I choose to get a bottle of Altair, because I actually have a decant. That boy Kroom sent me a decant months ago, and I was wearing it. I actually really liked it, appreciated it quite a bit. And I was like, okay, well, let me see if there's one that may be close. You know what I'm saying? One that may be good for wear. See if it comes close. Go from there. So I went and got Liquid Broom, sprayed it on skin in the store. No, for 30 minutes, that thing was, it was a mess. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't get past the synthetic alcohol feel. There was some, in the first 30 minutes, it did have a slight vanillic touch to it, but it took 30 minutes for it to actually start to smell like something that was slightly spicy, heavy vanilla. And man, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't cut with it. But someone told me to get my nose on this one. All right. They said it was a better version. So I was like, why not? Let me see. Fortunately, at the time, I went ahead and bought it because I got a steal of a price for it. What's going on, Doug? All right. And yeah, I had to check it out, man. So going through here, sprayed on skin. This one, I'll be honest with you. Of course, like we always say, there's always levels to this, but getting this on skin, man, starting off, I do get that vanilla. I do get a vanilla note. All right. it does have a warmth to it, kind of that same warmth that you get from spices, or I guess kind of like an ambery feeling, if you understand what I'm saying. It's kind of that feeling that you get from when you smell Thanksgiving dinner being cooked, you know, it kind of warms you up, not because it's hot in the kitchen, but mainly because the different spices, the combinations, the different accords of smells, of fragrances coming from the foods. There are certain ones such as like nutmeg, cinnamon, those type of those type of notes always provide a warmth, and something such as vanilla and whatnot. And that's what I get in here. I get something that's sweet, spicy, vanillic. Um, there is almost like a baked good feel to this, and a little bit of a citric note, almost like a little lemon or something in there. It's not bad. Um, only had it for about a week. It's pretty good for the price, for sure. You know, everybody wonders why I always reference price whenever I talk about whether something's good or not. Well, let's just be honest. All right. When we talk about whether something is good or not, we talk about it from a standpoint of, will we purchase it? And when we consider would we purchase it, what are we talking about? We're talking about the cost. And so that is why when I talk about these fragrances, these renditions, these clones, all right, when I talk about them, I always mention the price point, because if the price point fits the quality off the skin, then I'm going to let you know if it's good or not. But please don't get it twisted. Just because I say it's good doesn't mean that it's as good as Altair. It's not. It's not. Altair has more body. It's more full off of first spray. It's a little more dense. This is not bad. This is more aromatic. The notes in here are pretty light, but it's a good fragrance put together. I will tell you right now, I see why you see people on TikTok and whatnot spraying their whole body down with this thing, because in order to probably get about 10 sprays of Altair, you're going to have to spray about 30 times on this one. I'm not getting much strength on here, not getting much body, not getting much of any of that. You do pick up everything, and there is an underlying sweetness that's not a vanillic sweetness. And, you know, for that, I give it credit. But outside of that, it's still slightly synthetic. It's not as strong as I would like it to be. Waving my hand around and whatnot. Typically on some of these other ones, I would get wafts. On here, I'm not getting wafts. When I said earlier that it seems aromatic, I think it's more aromatic because it's light. I think it's more light, not as dense. You know, to each his own. It's not bad. For the price point, it's good. All right, Carrelage. You know, not bad. To be honest with you, I would probably scale this one up on the notes. However, I will say this: Liquid Broom it is denser than this, but that density comes at a cost. It comes at an alcoholic cost. I mean, that thing in the opening has more alcohol than a corner store over there in the hood. All right, I'm telling you, man. But hey, man, I'm telling you, not bad. Carrelage, Vanilla Dunes. All right, not a bad choice, man. Not a bad choice. If you're looking for something inexpensive, definitely. But I will be honest with you. This does not replace the original, but it can get you there if you're on a budget, if you're trying to manage your money. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids and you want to be smelling good for Thanksgiving Day, this might be your best bet to not interfere with the cost that you're going to have to pay for bikes and toys and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Downloads and all that. Not a bad purchase. All right. It's a good fragrance. Stay tuned. I do believe that this will be in the giveaway. This shall be in the giveaway. Yeah. So stay tuned. If you ever like this, yeah, it's just so light. It's so light. And I don't know if it's because of the orange blossom, but it says it has guaiac wood, however you want to pronounce it. It's just not enough, man. For the 40 some dollars, it's good, but I tell you what, it's only because it's $40. If this thing was 60 or 75, nah, I couldn't stand behind it. I couldn't stand behind it. You'd be spraying for days to try and get yourself known around the room. So there you go, y'all. Once again, Island Dune or Collage Island Vanilla Dunes. Not bad, not bad. We're gonna move on from it. All right. Now, appreciate that, Just Cold, man. I appreciate that, brother. For real. Man. That right there is gonna go to the cost of the send away. That right there is part of a postal cost right there. That right there is half of one of the giveaways. All right. Next up, just so you know, all right. I was over here. I went to the store and I went and got Shiaka Snow. All right. Now, not bad. Not bad. I got a chance to smell it. Definitely got a chance to smell it in store. You know, got to look at it. You want to?
It's not popping up on those. And I just showed her the one stop, the merch and shit, like the 125. It's right here.
Oh, baby. Yeah. Beautiful. I really do. And I say beautiful, but I really do like the design of the bottle. All right. It's interesting. This right here, okay. If you see it, there you go. Was an interesting dude. Now, here's the thing. You know, I've been saying it. I heard Walt talk about it earlier. You know, too many people are running around here trying to compare something to something else, right? And I understand, like Vanilla Dunes or whatnot, and several others. You know what? They come out wholeheartedly and tell you, okay, this is an Altair dupe, right? And I'm not mad at that. All right. So that's what you were going off of. All right. Just cold. Bear with me. What you might want to do is, I actually know a place that has good Middle Eastern oils. What I need you to do is hit me in the DM on IG. All right. There's a place down here that sells Middle Eastern perfumes and whatnot, but they also sell the oils, the attar oils and everything. You know what I'm saying? So hit me up on IG and we'll get to it. All right. What's going on, Kroom? What's good, baby? Welcome back. All right. Say I haven't bought a cheapie in a while. Was looking at Collage Island Dreams. Brother, leave that be. Leave that be. All right. I'm going to tell you right now. I am only doing these reviews because it's good for those who are starting their journeys who just happen to come across our page. I think all of these for their prices are good in and of themselves. I think the oil quality is better than the ones that we started on, Kroom. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? The oil for both the notes and the fragrance are much better than they used to be when we were out there getting these bad boys, all right, from Paris Corner, all right? This and this are on two different levels, all right? And for those who don't know, we've talked about this before. I think Neve was on our live talking about it at one point. You know, these fragrance brands and whatnot, they buy their oils from some of the big name brands. But thing is, you know, there's levels to it. And unfortunately, even though this is bottom of the barrel, all right, this may be a little higher, but let's be honest, this is not too much higher. This right here is not the same. It's not even on the same level as Meteor that people keep saying that it's like, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this on skin. just to make sure, man, because I have my own thoughts. Y'all already know. The teacher and me wrote down notes when I was up at the fragrance store. The teacher and me took notes while I was smelling at the fragrance store. The only reason why I bought it was because I wanted to go ahead and I was thinking about giving it away. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, I will say this, man. This right here is a hell of a gym scent for me. It's a hell of a gym scent. Smells good, easy going. It lasted about 6 or 7 hours. My workout only lasted about 2. So honestly, not bad for the gym. Just even after wearing it, I just not sure what else I would wear for. What's going on, SB? Yeah, crew. I would definitely. I mean, look, a lot of these for what they cost. If you got the money to spend and you want something for an easy reach appointment, you know what I'm saying? I would say these are the way to go. I love the Middle Easterns for gym wear, running errands. You know what I'm saying? Something quick where I'm not trying to impress anybody. I just want to smell good. You know what I'm saying? But for those who don't mind, for those who don't have some of the more, and I hate to say this, but for those who don't have the more high level niche bottles, this will do. But hey, let me not waste no more time. Real quick, let me go ahead and talk about this. All right. So everybody is talking about this Shiaka Snow. Okay. And I guess it's deserved. You know, there's a big hype behind it, right? So everybody's talking about the Shiaka Snow, which is cool. All right. Here you go. You got the mandarin, the bergamot. You got pink pepper, nutmeg, neroli, cardamom, and vetiver, right? I'll be honest with you. Up top, you do get the orange, the citrus, all right? I think the pink pepper comes in because it makes all the citrus notes pop. It also gives it a little bit of a floral vibe. Not really gonna sense the florals like that, but it does give it a floral vibe, and I think that is coming across from their version of the neroli. And there is a subtle spice. It's almost like a dirty spice. I'm guessing that little undertone of dirtiness is coming from the nutmeg, right? Either the nutmeg or the cardamom. But yeah, for what it's providing, I can see why people are comparing it to Meteor. I'm not really getting Meteor because to me, Meteor is much sharper in the citrus up front. The citrus is much louder. The spice is definitely dialed down until the dry down. This tries to bring everything forward at once. And that's been the biggest problem with me having been where I've been and on my fragrance journey. I smell these and I can't get past the fact that I see how they have taken what would be phases of a fragrance on my skin and almost put them together, almost meshed them together in a sense, and tried to make them just one. All right, one at a time. For some, it's not bad. For me, I can tell, and I'm not really a fan of it. On this, you do get a little bit of an opening. You get a softer Meteor opening, but not far into the dry down. You start to get kind of a musky neroli feel and a dirty spice that's starting to peek its head a little bit further in front of the citruses and whatnot. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad feeling if you like more green, kind of dirty florals with your citrus vibe. But if you don't, if you wanted something clean, something cleaner, something where the citrus was more prominent, all right, the floral feels and the spice were more in the background or playing supporting roles and bringing forward the citrus, maybe bringing forward the vetiver on the dry down or whatnot, this is not for you. This is not for you. But if you want something that's $40 worth close, if you want something that's going to get you in that area, well, it's going to get you into the parking lot. I don't know if it's going to get you into the stadium, but it'll get you into the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So at least if nothing more, you can tailgate, but I don't know about attending the game. Then this might be your man. It's not. And the thing about that is that if this were by itself, if no one had compared this to Meteor, I would just be saying this is a solid. It's a solid fragrance for its price. It's a solid fragrance, but I have to add it. The dirty vibe and whatnot, that might be a little polarizing for a lot of people. And y'all saw I just sprayed it on skin, and this is only a few minutes in. I know a lot of people that may not like it, but this right here, Shiaka Snow, this is definitely going to be in the giveaway. I'm gonna have to bundle this with something else, man, for sure. But this will be in the giveaway. I will be announcing the date soon, but we'll go from there. But yeah, not bad. I still don't believe it's close enough to say to compare it to Meteor, but I do get the vibe. Just yeah, get your nose on it. Please don't listen to these reviewers. To all of these reviewers nowadays, especially ones with the dupes. No offense to them, but like my guy Jason said, like I've been saying for a while, like me and Walt said months ago when we did a live together. Look, at the end of the day, Bradcom is a business. A lot of people say they understand it, but a lot don't understand it. And the problem with it is that, you know what? We'll talk about it afterwards. We're going to get into it afterwards. Let me go ahead and finish with the fragrances. We're going to talk about it afterwards and go from there, man. All right. So that was Shiaka Snow. All right. For those who wanted to know. All right. Now, these two I didn't buy because I didn't really want to spend my money at this time. But I had to take a video to let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, your boy was there. You know what I'm saying? Your boy was there. I was at the store. I actually put my nose on it. This isn't let me go off of what everybody else is saying. This is hey, Jim's went to the store. He went to the store and he got his nose on these. All right. Now, let me talk about this one, y'all. All right. Real quick. This one right here. I believe this is, yeah, we'll do this one.
No, it's good, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
The Terra and Aquamarine and all that, right? Because they are uniform. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you on your shelf that Club de Nuit vibe, where it's going to look all unitary, all organized, one after another with the different colors and whatnot, hey, Rayhan, their new line is definitely what you're looking for. Bottle wise, really nice. You've seen the one that I have for Crimson. Good. All right. But the Obsidian, real quick, let me talk about what people are saying about it. D-Man, what's good, man? Sin of the day is Contra for you? Okay. Okay. Stronger with you inspiration. Not bad. Not bad. Haven't smelt that one back. I haven't smelt that one yet. Got to see what it is. Yeah, Dan, Dreams. Collage Island Dreams is a dupe of Symphony. And it's actually not bad. That is actually one of the cheapies I might actually keep. You know what I'm saying? Because it actually does well for me in the gym, man. I like it. I like wearing it when I go lift. So definitely, all right. You're looking at the Rayhan Atlantis. I need to get my nose on it, man. I don't have, oh, okay. Aquativa. Okay. I need to check it out either way. Okay. Aquatica. What's going on, David? If you're talking about the Aquatica, yeah, I'll be talking about that in a moment, man. Not bad, but yeah. Giveaway is not tonight, Dutch. All right. What up, man? What up, Kev? All right. Sin of the day is Vibrato. All right. Raf said, I only like Limensite and Imagination from LV. All right. The rest are just okay. Probably Ombre Nomad and Symphony are the only other ones that I like. Roses Disable, whatever it is. I like that for some reason. I like it. I need to get my nose on it again. I actually got a chance to go into the store and smelt it. And oh my God. Les Sables Rose. Yes. Les Sables Rose. Yeah. I like it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Imagination is good, clean. Lemicite is definitely good. You know what I'm saying? Meteor is good as well. Has a different dry down, but Lemicite and Meteor, I definitely like those two for the sharp citrus. All right. But real quick, let's talk about it, man. Now, I didn't purchase this bottle of Obsidian, okay? I did not, but I got my nose on it. Everybody in the community right now is talking about how it smells like the original Dior Homme Parfum. Okay, let me just be honest. It resembles it. It definitely heads in that direction. It has several nuances that are the same. Okay. But at the end of the day, of course, I always say is you're not going to get the quality that you get. All right. And to be honest with you, it gives you a different vibe. It does hit on a couple of the chords, but I really don't get the I really don't get why people are sitting up there talking about it's a one for one. I really don't get it. It's not a one for one, not in the least. Okay. I get why people are excited to get it. If you couldn't afford the Dior Homme Parfum, then I get it. It's a solid backup for those that want something that feels like the original. But the thing is that it has a fruity vibe in there. It has a fruity vibe that unfortunately gives off kind of a spin. It's almost as if I don't know. It's almost as if it took Dior Homme Parfum, the original, and then tried to blend it with the new Dior Homme. That's just my personal opinion. And I haven't smelt the Dior Homme Parfum in a minute. All right. I mean, no, I'm sorry. I haven't smelt the Dior Parfum 2025 since it first came out. It was okay. But yeah, I wasn't really feeling it like that. It's good, but I got the original, which is one of my favorites. All right. Top 10 just for nostalgic purposes. I will say it's heavily for nostalgic purposes, but honestly, y'all, I mean, it's good, but nah. Hold on one second. I'm trying to look up in here real quick. Let me look on Parfumo. There we go. So Parfumo describes it as a woody, leathery, powdery, fresh, spicy with iris, leather, oud, and rose. Well, first and foremost, let's talk about this this oud and this iris. If they are in there, which I'm not sure that they are, if they are in there, definitely low quality, definitely synthetic. All right. Definitely synthetic as hell. All right. Because for the price range of this fragrance, you are definitely not getting the real deal. Okay. Let me see here. Let me see if I can share this real quick. There we go. All right. Um, yeah. You see where it says iris, leather, oud, and rose? Rose is very soft. Didn't really get much. And you know I love rose, but I didn't get a whole lot of it in there. It was definitely drowned out quite a bit by the synthetic oud and leather. All right. Now there is a powdery nature to it. There is a sweetness as well, a freshness as well from the iris or the synthetic iris. And it does get you in a little bit of a ballpark, but now at the end of the day, there's also they won't tell you this on here, but there's a little sweetness in here that takes in a different direction. So I would definitely say that it's closer to the 2024 one. In a sense, I think it's almost like amalgamation of both of them. You get the body of the original from 2014, and then you get a little bit of sweetness and whatnot from the more recent version. That's the best way I can sum it up. But you are getting it at a $40 cost. All right. So you're definitely not getting high quality oils. All right. You're not getting high quality ingredients. All right. The individual note oils are different too, but it's good for those that are looking for something that's close to it at a budget price range. This is your man. This is your man. Rayhan Collection, Obsidian. This is your man. I think this is a good $40 price version of Dior Homme Parfum 2014 and 2025. Nothing to write home to mom about unless this is what you've been waiting for and you got it for a steal of a price. Hey, if you wore that around some people out in the open, you might get away with it. You might get away with it with quite a few people. But in a closed environment and whatnot, I do believe that maybe an hour into the dry down, you will start to pick up different nuances. You will pick up where everything but that synthetic oud, everything but that somewhat, I think the leather starts to come out more about an hour in. It's not bad, but you definitely get something slightly different on the dry down. And that dry down is not another phase of the fragrance. The dry down in here is more of a loss of certain notes. So keep that in mind too. It's not a knock. It's just an honest review. All right. What up, SB? SB said we're gonna just forget FOMO from Gary's Den. Yeah, SB, it's easy to forget it when you never bought it. I never smelt that thing. I never smelt that thing. There we go. AC Perkins said it's closer to Dior Homme Parfum 2025 version. I agree with that because of that little sweet take at the end. I believe you. All right. I think you are on. What up, Mike? Scent of the Night is Lone EDP. All right. All right. Not necessarily a classic, but it's been around for a while. All right. Ralph said, I have the 2014 Dior Homme Parfum and the 2019, but I also have the new Dior Homme Parfum 2025. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ralph. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely leaning like AC. I'm thinking that it's definitely gonna lean more towards the 2025, but it does open strong in resemblance to the 2014, 2019. You said Rayhan ain't touching Gary's Den. All right, I get it. SB, no need to do that. No need to do that because I'm gonna tell you right now, that Gary's Den, I think that was that fragrance by version of Dior. I'm sure it was good. I heard a lot of people talking about it. I don't know if TLTG did, but I heard several people literally raving about it and several others that came out of their line. And that's good. But look, like I said, I'm dialing down the reviews of these clones and whatnot because it's good. I'm still going to do it here and there because I think it's good for anybody that comes through wanting to hear something new or anybody that's beginning their journey. But I'm going to keep it a buck. I ain't trying to get that deep into clones. Hence the reason why we're doing this big giveaway. I'm trying to get rid of some of these things I bought. I've worn some. The ones I've worn, I'm not going to give them away in the giveaway. All right. Because I've sprayed them quite a bit. All right. I'll probably give a couple of those away to my cousins, family, and whatnot. They're trying to step up their game. All right. But yeah, I'm going to have to. I appreciate it, but I'm going to have to say that they know, my brother, my Damie. All right. I appreciate it, though. For real. I really do, though. Fragrance Fred said, I'm wondering about the Rayhan Aquatica. Finally, someone makes a Virgin Island water clone. Let's get to that next, baby. Let's get to that next. Simple say, I think the DHI joints overshadow the DHP interest from a clone standpoint. I can, okay. I can see that. I can see why you would say that. All right. Yeah. What was it? It was like Camaro Extreme or something like that. That was everybody was raving about. I think I first heard it on Dedrick's and whatnot. But yeah. Mike said Gary's Den is fire. Yeah, man. I mean, Fragrance by when they came out with those for, I think it was for, was it last year or the year before for Easter or around the Easter time, or was it around Christmas time? It was around one of the holidays. A lot of people went out there and bought it, because Dior Homme Parfum was not readily available. And so this was a good substitute to a lot of people that wanted it and couldn't have it. You know what I'm saying? But now that it's more available, you just got to go to the right marketplaces and whatnot. Hint, wink, wink. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on it. That said, why Kroom shoot? Hold on, let me go back in here and see what Kroom said to shot right. What did Kroom say, man? Oh, he said, say less. I get the symphony. Oh, okay. I don't see anything else. What you talking about, Dutch? Hey, Camaro Intense is fire. Okay. I smelt it. One of my partners had a decant of it. It was good. It came close as well. It got you in the vicinity. Again, it's one of those tailgating fragrances. That's what I'm going to call it. It gets you up to the venue, but it doesn't get you in the game. All right. And it definitely ain't nowhere near playing on the field. I'm sorry. Because when you start talking about that, I have to start getting into the quality of oil, the quality of fragrance, quality of blends. I'm big on blending. I'm big on blending. If I'm sitting up here recognizing some of this, trust me, it's noticeable. You don't have to have a well-rehearsed nose. It's noticeable as hell. All right. This dude really looked like a sheik in the thumbnail. Habibi. Mashallah. Yeah, I know a few more words, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum assalam. You know what I'm saying? I know a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're working on it right now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to pay that monthly Duolingo. So on Sundays when I go to my my teaching at the Middle Eastern school, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I get them to teach me a few things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning. By the time I get to Beauty World next year for Dubai, or when I finally get a chance to talk to Amwaj or someone of that, when I finally get in touch with Arabian Oud representative, your boy should be nowhere near fluent, but I should know a few sentences and paragraphs in Arabic. Bank on that one. All right. Crew say I must have posted by accident. I don't remember posting afterwards. Hey, I don't remember. I don't even see what they were talking about. I'm still looking for it. Did someone delete it? Good gosh. But anyway, all right. Yeah, so my boy Mike, Fragrance Fraternity, wanted to hear about the Aquatica. Let's go. That Aquatica was something else, yo. I'm gonna tell you this, all right. For all those who say it's Virgin Island water, all right. Again, I see where you're doing it. We're gonna address that afterwards, and we'll go from there. Oh, Kroom, you did not put Raph in timeout, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Dan, you got that 2016 Dior Homme Parfum? Okay. Oh no, I just saw it. Dutch. He hid Raph probably by accident. Yeah, unhide him, man. Oh, okay. He shot him. Yeah, I said you shot him. I didn't know he shot him like that, guy. Dog. Damn, Kroom. Let me take Kroom's wrench away real quick, man. He over here doing drive-bys on innocence. That makes all the sense in the world. Boy over there playing 2K. God dog. I tell you what. All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and get to it, man. So went up there. Like I said, I had to go down the line. They got pretty much almost all the new Rayhans up there. And I was blessed to get my nose on it. I do believe that.
All the guys with their a lot of manufacturers are not.
As you see, man, got my hands on the bottle, got a chance to spray it. All right. Yeah, I look, okay. I get where people are trying to make it into Virgin Island water. I get it because there's a splash of coconut in there. It's a little musky, a little ginger, a little slight spice and elevation of the citrus. But let's be honest, y'all. I'm beyond. All right, here we go. That citrus in the beginning, that lime opening is so damn strong that it's ridiculous. All right. You get Virgin Island water, but it's Virgin Island water if you want way more lime. I mean, you put the lime in the, you know, the song where it says you put the lime in the coconut and you twist it all around? No, they put the coconut in the lime. It's a big old glass of lime with a squirt of coconut juice in there. Take it how you want to, pause, whatever. But it is a glass of lime juice with a shot or two of coconut juice in there. It is strong as hell. Is it good? Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's right up my alley. I was thinking about going back and getting it because look, that smells real good working out in the gym. All right. Yes. In the gym. Yes. That is a white tee. You know what I'm saying? Doc shoe. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna take that back because let me just keep it a buck. I hadn't worn a white tee except to work out in a long time. So I would say this. All right. If you're looking for something to go run errands in, a polo, not a button down, a polo, some shorts. Or if you're wearing a printed tee and some shorts, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some Jordans, some what you call it? I could see someone wearing this because this is a good fragrance for 40 something dollars. Okay. For 40, I think it's $45. It is a good fragrance. It is a overly citrus version of Virgin Island water. All right. And you will not get it until 3 hours in because of the lime note being so profound. Okay. It's strong as hell. Okay. But when the lime does dial down, you do get the coconut. You do get a little bit of the ginger and the little sweetness on the dry down. It is good for where it is. All right. What's going on, Terrence, man? Sin of the day, Roja Bergdorf Goodman. Man, I saw your post. I know you're smelling good, man. I saw those notes. Nice little fragrance there. All right. I think EQ talked about that, spoke highly of it. I'm interested to go get my nose on it, man. Looks like it's going to be a winner. All right. Will said, wait, who put Rapid? That boy Kroom over there playing Call of Duty and knocking people's heads off in the chat at the same time. Boy, I tell you what. Mike, it's not trash. Y'all, hey, look, there's one thing that I've learned to do. All right. One thing that I learned years ago, decades ago, I'm 43. I learned this in my 20s, seriously, is the importance of compartmentalizing things in your life. All right. You compartmentalize friendships, you compartmentalize responsibilities. Everything deserves to be compartmentalized. Hell, my fragrances are getting compartmentalized right now. All right. Once I get rid of these giveaways and whatnot, trust me, I'm going to re-compartmentalize my fragrances so that they are set up for how I need them and when I need them. All right. But speaking to the compartmentalization part, look, I'm telling you, Mike, the thing is that it's good, but it's literally, in my personal opinion, all right, it is good for that type of use. All right. Everyday easy reach, running errands, workouts, you know what I'm saying? At the gym, if you want to smell citrusly fresh or citrically fresh, if you want to kind of soft Virgin Island water dry down when the lime starts to dissipate, this is your guy. This is your guy. If you want, and I'm gonna be honest with you, all right. If you want a $40 feel to Virgin Island water, Rayhan Aquatica. All right. If you want a real feel, it does not get you where the OG does. It just doesn't. It's just not. All right. At no point in time is it going to come that close. That's why I call it a rendition, because it takes a little bit of the good, but it adds its own spin. And that spin is a hella strong lime in the beginning. What up, Kicks? He said it's close to Virgin Olive water. You're going to get it's close to Virgin Olive water you're going to get for that price. Yeah. Hey, for that price, you damn right. $45. Hey, you get what you can. Like I said, you might have to wait 3 hours to get the island water. But I tell you what, that lime ain't no virgin in the beginning. That lime ain't nowhere near a virgin. That lime is loud as hell. All right. That boy Mike said, oops, I was wrong. Dan, you should get it if you like that profile and you like a heavy citrus in the beginning and you like only paying $40 some, bro, it's a good buy. Let's keep it a buck. All right. I review in reality. Okay. And in reviewing in reality, I have to put a price to how I rate it. There's no way in hell I'm going to get up here and talk about a fragrance in the same way that I would. I will never talk about a $50 fragrance in the same way that I'm reviewing one that I consider to be worth 200 plus. Let's just say that. I don't know what I would pay for it, but definitely if it was 200 plus, I would. I think Jason sold me one. I'm not sure which one it was, but hell, I think I paid him $170 and that was for a friendly discount. So yeah, no, it's a good rendition for its price point. If you choose to get it, Dan, you're not wasting your money in that sense. But if you really want the original, bro, just get the original. That Party in the Bay will get you right too. Now, the thing about that Party in the Bay, it's beautiful. I like it. It's beautiful for me. I wore it when I went to go see Will and them, go see Will and the Synfather in Florida. It was a great wear. I'll be honest with you. I wore it with this J. Chantel Coconut Vibe body butter. It is a really good fragrance. All right. Definitely. Worth this price point because you know your boy got it at the discounters. I ain't paying full price for that thing, but it's good. All right. But even it is a step ahead of Rayhan Aquatica. But the thing is that it gives you a suntan lotion feel. All right. The coconut is more of a coconut milk as opposed to this is like coconut water. All right. Virgin olive water is coconut water. Malibu Party in the Bay is coconut milk. That's what I believe. All right. Terrence said, what's the name of it? Hey, Rayhan Aquatica. It's good to you, Kicks. You have no complaints? Exactly. If you buy it and that's what you want it for, then that's what it is. That boy Jason said, save the $45 and use it towards the OG. Or if you Kicks, just get in by the other one and just, add it to your already vast collection. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, between Kicks and Terrence, I don't know if we're going to have too many fragrances left over before the new year because these two ninjas are out here buying everything. And I mean everything. My guy Guapo says anyone tried Elion Himeros? Never even heard of him. Yeah, Jason, exactly. You don't, Terrence, yeah. Terrence out here buying everything, man. I tell you, boy, y'all collecting frags like Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in the day. Sheesh. Compartmentalized clones. You damn right. I compartmentalize them for workouts almost only. Look, Kroom said, I thought you was 53. Must have had you confused with Jason. Oh, that you definitely did, because Jason is right up there. Jason in them early 50s. You know what I'm saying? I'm still holding on to this edge up. You know what I'm saying? Still holding on to this hairline for now. God willing, it'll be until I die, but we'll see. All right. And Jim's got more oils than Diddy over there. I do. And some of them are quite a few of them are going to be given away as well. So if you want to get your skin right and you smell tight on a budget, tune in. Jim's and Diddy oil dealer. Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It paid for some of these fragrances, baby. Crime does not pay. Don't let me say that. All right. Crime does not pay. But I tell you what, sometimes them oils pay off. You already know. How you think? Oh, who you think sold oil to Diddy? Nah, man, he ain't come down to Texas. He didn't want these oils. Hold up. Yeah. Slip and slide. I ain't worried about y'all, man. Hey, you're right. It's a good buy. Yeah, you damn right. It's a good buy. Some of these are from blind buys to good buys. That's a bet. Those little 45 bucks charged add up. Just hold them and get the original. Yes, they do, man. I please know I didn't pay no damn $45 for these things. They are good. Trust me, and that's the only reason why I might be keeping a couple of them for the gym. But I ain't pay no 45. But they are priced at 45. So, you know, if you are a connoisseur, get the OG. If you value quality, if you value quality blends, quality notes, quality oils on your skin, if you value scent journeys as opposed to just smelling good, definitely get the OGs. Because in a lot of cases, outside of designers, that's what they provide. They provide a different type of journey, a journey with your olfactory sense off skin. I can almost guarantee it. Rayhan, yeah, I know. Yeah, Rayhan, like the two little bad kids I teach on Sundays, boy. Rayon and Rayhan, boy. Oh my gosh. Love the kids, but boy, them kids, they do not sit down. They do not be quiet. Guapo said, Dad, you wrong for that. Jim's a Diddy oil dealer. Hey, man, you never. You know what? I need to hurry up and get rid of this. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? I'm tired of being the burden of these oil jokes, damn it. Because my skin is good, all right? Let me see here. I'll buy the whole, you damn right. I know you will, Terrence. That's why you need to stay your ass where you are in the 317, man. All right. Hemeros is Michaela's perfume. Okay. No, I haven't got my nose on that, man. I haven't got my nose on that. It's been a while since I talked to him, but last time I talked to Neeb, he told me that her new ones were pretty good. I believe this. Yeah, he talked about hers and whatnot. But now I have to check. I might have to check them out. If someone want to send me a decant, I'll definitely check them out. But you know, as of right now, the way my account is set up, especially after me paying for these tickets and whatnot to go to Sin Explorer in the next week or so, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So have a blessed night all. All right, baby. I'll talk to you later, Will. Appreciate you for dropping in, man. Dan said that did he be asking James for oil recommendations? Not no more, man. I had to cut him off. You know what I'm saying? I had to throw away my burner. He was doing too much with them oils I was sending him. You know what I'm saying? But boy, I told him these were fragrance oils. He over there trying to have a slip and slide party over there. I ain't gonna be able to do it no more. But yeah, man. So if you're looking for something that gets you in the that gets you in the tailgating of the ballpark, Virgin Olive Water, Aquatica by Rayhan is your man. All right. $45. Can't lose if that's all you want. But if you are looking for the real deal, if you are looking to I would say truly enjoy it for what all niche fragrances bring you, I would say just save up and get the OG. You know what I'm saying? Go to your local discounter. Go to hell, Perfume Mania sells Creed nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Hell, the place that I got these from, the Perfume Wholesale in Dallas, they sell Nishane, they sell Creed, they sell Xerjoff, they sell Designer, they sell Stronger With You. They sell a little bit of everything, honestly. And I'll be honest with you. I'm seriously thinking about going ahead and getting the original. I haven't smelt it in a while, but I remember enjoying it. I remember it was good. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely got to get the OG. This is a good rendition, like I said, but no. If I do, it'll only be for workout purposes for sure. Mike said he agrees that most clones aren't worth it, but There are a handful that are. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But they're worth it for whatever purpose you have. See, that's the thing. I talk about purpose all the time as well. And the truth is that some of these are really good, but they have to be purposeful. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon I'm gonna start getting rid of some of my niche as well. Because although they served a purpose at one point, I bought other fragrances that are better for that purpose, you know, and there's no point in me having multiples at this point. Not like that, because as much as I want to claim that I'm a collector, being a collector means that I'm collecting bottles and I'm collecting dust, but I'm not really collecting a lot of wear time and experiencing some of these fragrances. So I am seriously considering selling my niche as soon as I start getting rid of some of these cheapies, man. I'll be honest with you. First thing I'm gonna do is I don't know if I want to do this to y'all, but if someone wants them, I'm gonna put it out there. If someone wants a box of these Alhambras that I used to have, you can have them. I'm gonna send them out by the 5 or 6 load. And then I'm gonna start sending out some of these others by 2 or 3. So we're gonna go from there. Kick said, Gems, go ahead and let that House Herb in Sussex go and send that to me. I got to say that they know my brother, because you know I love spicy frags and spicy fragrances. Well, spicy frags and spicy body oils. You know what I'm saying? My lady likes me coming to bed smelling spicy. A lot of ladies love a spicy ninja. So we're gonna see. All right. Mike said, try Saloon Blue Mai Tai. Mike, I was thinking about trying that. You know, Kix has told me a lot about it, but I've heard some other people talk about it too. I'm gonna have to get a decant, because I'm not sold on getting a full bottle just yet. I know you speak highly of it. I know EQ and Kix speak highly of it, but I have heard some people that I truly trust talk about it, and they have caused me not to be sold on it. So I'm gonna have to hold up and get my nose on it, man, for sure. Creed box has a picture of Carl Weathers on the front. Maybe on some of yours, not on mine. Unless Krug sold me one that was fall, but nah. Krug sold me an authentic one. This guy. Mike said, how many frags is your ideal collection size? Man, I'll be honest with you. At this point, I'm probably looking at only trying to keep maybe like I want to say, even though it's still a collection, I'd say nowhere more than maybe 100, depending on which ones they are. Maybe 120 at the most, but I'm looking at 100, 120. That's why I kind of want to cut it off, because some of, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hey, screw what these other people be saying. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of mine are definitely going to be trophy pieces. Stuff that I like, but I don't love, but that bottle is fire. I will have several of those. All right. World said, I'm not going over 100. Anything over that is a waste. Fear of missing out, kicking ass right now in the frag world. Boy, is it. You know what I'm saying? You are not lying. Oh, here we go. Here goes one of the people, Mike. I didn't know if he was going to pop out and say it, but hey. Sin Father, here he is. Kick saying, Jason, you tripping. Hey. It's okay at best, 12. All right, hey. Mike said, it's okay, Jason. And I never agree on fragrances. Nothing. Oh, Jason, I never agree on fragrances. Nothing new here. All right. Come on. Yeah, man. No, for sure. For sure. All right. Exactly, Ralph. That's the thing, man. From as soon what I'm doing now is I'm about to start going through my decants and my samples, man. You're gonna start seeing a lot of sampling and comparisons of whether or not I find it to be better than some of the whatever profile of fragrance that I already have. You know, I'm definitely about to be a true Yeah, I'm about to be a true sampler. For real. Might as well call me Yeezy. Yeezy 2.0 because I'm gonna be sampling everything. For real. Definitely need to wear your perfumes. And that's the thing, man. Look, people think I don't be wearing I wear mine, but not much. You know what I'm saying? Because I try and give everything a little bit of a burn. And in doing so, nothing ever seems to be worn much. You know what I'm saying? That's why my bottles look full. And don't get it twisted. You know, sometimes that's a good thing for some people. But for me, I feel like when I come back to one, it looks like it has no dent in it. I feel like I wasted. I feel like I wasted time, effort, energy, and money. And so I need to get to a point where I am wearing what I love and I'm collecting what I really like, not just stuff that I'm cool with. Now, there will be an exception for certain indie niche brands that I choose to patronize. I choose to just support because their stuff is good, even though it may not be my first pull. I can wear it. You know, there will be times where I have those, such as like it or not, Jason. Hey, I know you don't talk bad about them, but I definitely enjoy wearing them more than you. So, companies such as Savoir Faire, all right, such as the Elemental, you know, um, RDZ has a couple that I actually like and want to own. My guy Mason de Solis, he has one for sure, and I need to get my nose on the latest one. I just want to smell it. All right, but Reposado by Mason de Solis is definitely a must-have. All right, I want that, and there are several others, but honestly, I'm just breaking it down, trying to be more picky. Yes, about not necessarily what I wear or what I buy, but honestly, all around, just trying to be more picky about how I spend my money. You know, Raph, you said perfumes aren't trophies. You're right. The juice may not be, but them bottles are. I'm sorry. You say what you want to. There are some bottles that have, I would probably rank it a 7 or an 8 as far as the juice that's contained inside, but the bottle makes everything worthwhile. I'm sorry. Is you don't have to like it. That's just what it is for me. Habib said, yeah, 100 to 115 is my limit on amount of bottles. Yeah, man, it's not really a point in having much more. And if I find something else, I said this before, and I've gotten rid of quite a bit since then, but I bought up quite a bit as well. If I find something that I feel I can't live without, I'm gonna look for something to get rid of, or maybe keep a 10 mil and give it away. Plenty of venues to sell partially filled bottles for decent prices on certain places such as marketplace and whatnot. So that's the thing. Hey, what do I consider a trophy fragrance? All right, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Some people, mine are different, but let's be honest. There are people that collect Bodicias like their trophies. All right, I'm not taking a shot at nobody, but let's be honest. Some of these people talk about Bodicias that they've had for years. If that thing is still um, a tenth used and you've had that thing for 3+ years, you ain't wearing it. That thing looks good because of the bottle. Okay. If they are keeping them on the back because it looks good for a TikTok background or even a YouTube background, please believe that's a trophy. If it's not being worn, but it's being seen every time they come behind camera, it's a trophy. That's my definition. Okay. Because the truth of the matter is, back in the day, what did people consider trophy wives? They considered trophy wives to be women that looked good and were to be seen but not heard. Trophy fragrances are fragrances that are meant to be seen in the background but rarely ever worn. That's where I get the definition for trophy fragrance. Yes, because that bottle is nice, but the juice is it's all right. It's all right. Orwell Perez, I consider a trophy fragrance something that is amazing, limited, discontinued, and cannot be cloned. That too. That too. I'll show you one that I got that's a trophy, and I wear it sparingly. But it's this one right here, and this is discontinued, limited, and it is good. It is good as hell. And that is Pure Havana from Thierry Muller. All right. This right here is definitely a trophy fragrance. Now, You look in there. I've only worn this about 5 times. You got a little bit of a dent in that corner of the star, but yo, I mean, hands down, this is by far the best cherry tobacco fragrance I've ever smelled. And I've smelled a couple, not a lot, but a couple. The other one that I want to get to is going to be the one that me and Mr. Clark talked about. I will have that soon. I will have that soon. Yeah, shout out to Chris Classic. You know what I'm saying? For sure. That's our guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Habib said Reposado is good. You know it, man. It's good. All right. Sprayed a few sprays last night. Habib, I'm telling you, Reposado is nice. That tequila, oh my God. And it comes close to the authentic smell of Reposado tequila. It comes close. It comes close. It smells like Reposado tequila. And the smell is correlated to the taste if you were to squeeze some lime juice in there. It's good, man. I like it. All right. Yes, Jason, BTV makes some beautiful bottles. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Look, let's be honest. Well, this nice, unique, stands out. All right. When you put that on the shelf behind you, it looks good. For whatever reason, people will see this on there. I've literally spoken to people that gave people credit because they went and bought Boadicea, even though they couldn't tell you what the bottle smelled like. I know people that are literally out there giving people credit just because they have a couple of bottles of Boadicea. All right. But they can't tell you what it dries down into. They can't tell you much of anything and about the fragrance, but it looks good in that background. So, hey, all I'm saying is there will be some trophy pieces in my collection. And you might look up and hell, a couple of them might be Boadiceas, not the ones I've already gotten because I like them. But I'm telling you, if I can get my hand on King, if I can get my hand on possibly Opus, and there's one more, I will use them. I will wear them sparingly. But your boy, hey, hands down, your boy will have them showing behind me. All right. Now EQ has the little lights going back and forth on the back. I'm just gonna put 2 big spotlights on them, or 3 spotlights. I'm gonna turn off all the lights when I come on live, and I'll put the spotlights on them. That's all you're gonna see. You won't see no oils or nothing. All you're gonna see is this BTV, and this BTV. That's all you're gonna see. Everything else doesn't even matter. Yeah, it will collect dust unless you clean it. Yeah. But it'll still collect dust even if you wear it. That's the thing. So hey, it is what it is. Are they each killing that? Okay. All right. The same goes for your perfumes. If you don't use them, they will gather dust. Perfumes are made to be used. Yes, they will gather dust. But like I said, even if you use them, dust's gonna collect on them shelves anyways if you don't clean your filters, your air filters. So we'll come back to that. What house got the best collection of bottles? Man, if I had to go with a house that had the best collection of bottles, to be honest with you, I can't say the best, but I'll give you my top 3 houses. For looks and aesthetics alone, I would probably have to say Boadicea has to be up there. The Christian Profusanos, they got to go up there. All right, let's do 5. All right, I gotta say the Atelier Dior. I gotta go with them. That's 3. Argos, for the design of the bottles, I got to go with them. That's 4. And if I have, and Xerjoff. Boom, there you go. Xerjoff, Atelier d'Ors, Argos, BTV, and what was my 5th one? Damn, I forgot the 5th one. Well, I said it. Y'all know the 5, all right? And I'd even have to throw in there at a close coming behind. You also got Kajal that's coming in close. You also got Sospiro, and you also got Kajal. Kajal, Sospiro, and oh my bad, and Killian coming in close behind it. All right. If I had to choose, those will be my top five, and then honorable mentions afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But this year got two or three more you want to grab. All right. Well, what have you grabbed already, Habib? Well, I ain't never seen you talk about it, but this year, which ones you got? Curious. Jay said, I have some trophies on the way this week. Of course you do. Of course you do. Zerjov better be on this list. Of course it's on the list. Boy, I don't know why I was going brain dead, but it is on the list, of course. All right. Them Argos bottles. Yes, AC. Look, the artwork on there is nice. In some cases, I mean, the way they put that on there, I would say almost immaculate. I like them. I really like them. Hell, I got some over there that the juice is mid as hell, but the bottle makes it worth keeping. The bottle makes the completion complete, or makes the collection complete of them, you know. But I'll probably say those are them. Now, if we were to talk about the clones, yo, if we were to get into the clones, I'd probably say with the clone fragrances, for them, the more attractive bottles are the ones that kind of line up. Yeah, Profesano, exactly. I chose that's what it was. That was the other one. I like his bottles. I don't own any of his fragrances, but I like his bottles and I like the presentation. I will say this: some more honorable mentions that are probably closer to would be Rajas for the simplicity and for the simplistic look, and of course Fragrance Dubois as well. You know, House of Oud has some bottles. They have some nice bottles. I got Dates Delights, you know, but the thing about them, the reason why I didn't include them is because many of their fragrances I really don't rock with. And I've worn quite a few, or I'm sorry, not worn. I've tested and sampled quite a few. I just can't get with the house as a whole. Not a lot of them align with what I like, or at least when I was trying them out, they didn't align at that time. I might have to come back to it and see. All right, Abib, Harmonious and Night of Love. Okay, good. Christian Prophet, yeah. All right. Now, not gonna lie, one of them clone house bottle designs are dope. Clones look good in uniformity to me. You know, when you have more than one, they look good. If they're not, then I start to question it. Like Hawass, I like their bottles because they're simplistic. They all line. If you get multiples, then they all stack up. You know what I'm saying? The 9 p.m. Nothing special about them, but when you stack them all up, they look good. You know what I'm saying? What else? The French Avenue, the line that's mimicking. I forget Stefan Humbert Lucas. His line. They look good. You know what I'm saying? But it's like only if you get multiples. If you just have that one bottle, because that's the only one you like, it stands out like a mother sucker. You know what I'm saying? And it looks weird. Let's be honest. It looks weird as hell. Yeah, the collage, all of them, man. If you get 3 or 4 more of them, then yeah, they look good. Mind Games bottles are nice. They are nice, but you know, yeah, they do look good. Man, you're right. If they were priced lesser, they would be nice, and I would have several, but I don't. Sense of Woods bottles, they look nice. They are and they are nice. They feel good too, man. That whatever they use on there is similar to what Neve uses on his fragrances. The bottle that he has on there, and they're nice, man. They are nice. They have a good feel to them. Feel sturdy. If they drop on the ground, they're not going to break. You're going to have to slam that thing into the floor, into the wall. But they are nice. Sense of Woods, Merchants of Venus, they have some nice, dope-looking bottles. Very simplistic in design. They line up rather well, you know. Yeah. All of these, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. The new Savoir Faire bottles on the shelf. They are nice. I do like theirs. Amouage's new bottles, they look nice, very simplistic. I kind of like their original bottles more so than the new ones, but they're not bad. It's just a matter of preference. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that jazz bottle is that's cloning Silky Woods, uh, I liked it. Dutch. As a matter of fact, I got this one, Classics, the cherry joint that Walt was talking about. I liked it. It's straight. Um, yeah, it's straight. I don't want it on my shelf. I don't want it on my shelf. I mean, if I was still collecting clones like I was a few years ago or whatnot, I wouldn't mind it because it kind of just looks all right. But I'm definitely not putting that on my shelf. No offense. Clean Team's new bottles. That's another indie house that I support because we interviewed those guys. We stay in touch, and they are really good people. You know what I'm saying? And when they do come out with something that's worthy of buying, I purchase. I'm thinking about getting that berry oud and going from there. But if it's good, it's good. The Electimus bottles, yes, definitely put them up there as well. They look like trophies, to be honest with you. Got that new Amouage bottle. The old ones. Oh, not the new. Yes, the old ones. They look good. I like those. Yes, man. The old Amouage bottles, they were fire to me. I can't put them up there as far as top 5 or even top 10, but I like the design, the simplistic nature. I liked how uniform they were. And when you put your collection of Amouage on a shelf, it just looked clean and neat. I like that. Same thing with the day threes, I kind of like the new ones better because they take up less space. But the old ones, they look good on the shelf. My bad. The old ones look good on the shelf. This was an old one, man. I like them. I like the way they set up and everything. But this big bottle taking up that much space on the shelf, it was an inconvenience if you had quite a few bottles. This one right here, look at that. All right, half the length. It's taller, stacks up right. And if you were to sit this on the shelf, you could sit a number of them in front of it because it's taller than them. You feel me? So definitely appreciated these. You know what I'm saying? But I will be honest with you. I prefer these just for whatever reason. I don't even know. But these are good. These are good. You know what I'm saying? But truth be told, design, I'm always gonna keep it real with y'all. Design, design or the bottle design always has a play and whether or not we put a certain value on a fragrance. Hell, sometimes I know people, including myself, that have seen a bottle and let that sway our already decided judgment on a fragrance. We've smelled something, and off top, if you smelled it in a decant, you'd be like, "Ooh, this is like a 5 or 6." But then when you see it in the full bottle, you'd be like, I can give it a 7. You know what I'm saying? Put that bottle on my shelf. I give it a 7. But nah, we're all swayed. You know what I'm saying? That's why these people keep coming up with new designs for bottles because they're trying to see what is going to catch. What is going to catch for those who are true connoisseurs or true collectors? They want to find what bottle works. You know what I'm saying? So Spirito, they know that bottle that they use, it works. That's why they've got like 20 of them like that. Kajal Square blocky bottles take up a lot of space, but they're nice as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, man, they're nice. Day 3 was like a signature design. It was, man. It was. Nothing else was coming out with that size of a square bottle, man. And I liked it, man, for real. And I like it. It's real, just the way it was. For those who don't know. All right. But anyway, yeah, Midnight Raspberry. Is it worth buying again, Jibs? I mean, at the price I bought it at, yeah. If you ask me if it's worth that 250 price tag, in the words of the infamous Dave Chappelle, I plead the fifth. I'm gonna tell you like this. Me personally, I'm glad I invested what I invested into the purchase. But would I buy it again? To be honest with y'all, no. So I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make the midnight raspberry that I've got. I'm gonna make it last. Like Keith Sweat. You might as well call me Keith Sweat, boy, because I'm gonna make it last. Ooh, make it last forever. For real. Because 250? Ninja, please. I love Mike. He has great perfumery, but 250, as good as it is, me myself, I can't see myself affording that at that price. I'll be honest with you. But it's a great fragrance. If you got the chochas to spend, you know what I'm saying, 250, I could see why someone would get it. Honestly, I would see why someone would get it. Me personally, not necessarily. That's why it was crucial that sometimes y'all get in on these pre-sales. You know what I'm saying? My bad. World said, Arige Lador, Agar de Noir is my all-time favorite bottle design, made specifically to look good on your shelf. You got to send me a picture of that, World. For real, you got to send me a picture of that. Hey, you want to know what I think? Yeah, I wear it. I've already worn it about 3 times. I wore that bottle about 3 times. I wore the decant out. Okay, so that'll tell you something. Decant's gone. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you asked that, Kicks, because I got to send something to Duck. Damn. All right. Yeah, I got to send it to Duck eventually. All right. But I'm going to be honest with you. Is it worth $250? You have to decide that for yourself. Is it worth $250 to me? Not at this point. All right. Not at this point. But coming around to it later, it could possibly be, because I'll be honest with you. I don't know anything that smells like it. I don't know anything that smells like it. And the way that these prices are going up for some of these, eventually, hell, it's going to be worth it. If y'all keep buying these ridiculous prices, paying for these ridiculous prices, and some of these other lesser performing fragrances, then that 250 is going to be right up the alley. Right, it's going to be right along the ballpark for what it should cost. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. What else, Simone? I thought your ass was asleep, man. She walked in the middle of the solo. Right, Jason? Where the hell she come from, man? It's going to fall like Lloyd. Like Lloyd and Genuine, boy. For real, man. That girl said, I'm still fighting. Well, I tell you what, I don't want to have to be the struggle that you fighting right now, because that's crazy. All right. No chance on that one. Holidays coming up, baby. Everybody's trying to get all the manpower for whatever it may be. Be up at 6:30 and drinking my mushroom coffee. All right. I see you. For those who don't know, you know what I'm saying, we will be back at it giving a little fitness tips. That mushroom coffee is clearing out those digestion, providing some digestion enzymes, trying to cut back on whatever loose fat there may be. I see you over there, Simone. I see you. Okay. Mushroom coffee also is good for, what is it? It's good for clearing up. What is it? Man, I was drinking mushroom coffee when I was having acid reflux issues, because I was drinking coffee every day at work. And man, I had to stop because that shit was really killing me. That on top of, heavy sweets and whatnot. Sitting behind the desk was one of the craziest things. I didn't know that shit would take you down the rabbit hole of being unhealthy so quick, but it did. You know what I'm saying? It truly did. So shout out to you, Simone, for drinking that mushroom coffee, because it does wonders, man. It does wonders for people's health, for real. It helped me a lot. I need to get back on it, for real. Simone said, oh yeah, drinking mushroom coffee, right? Lloyd looked absolutely crazy, boy. When he fell damn near face first, he stayed down for a second. He stayed down. That was crazy. That was funnier than Genuine falling off that stage and having to get rescued. That was crazy. Man, Simone, man, thank you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. We really appreciate it. For real, man. Again, hey, that right there is funding somebody's parcel being sent out on the first giveaway. For real. That's what that's doing. Appreciate that, Simone, for real. Mushroom coffee is also good for get out the chat. You know what? Kroon, why couldn't you accidentally shoot him? Shoot him in the chat. You know what I'm saying? By shoot him, we talking about put him in timeout. Jason, will you do us a favor, please? Put Dutch in chat and timeout. For real, we do appreciate it, man. You've only heard of mushroom tea? Oh no, man, that's shroom coffee, boy. Some real. Yeah, man. And it helped me shed a little bit of that fat around the midsection. You know what I'm saying? Had the abs coming out, showing a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, man, that mushroom coffee, it works, baby. I'll be the first one to talk about it. Y'all, it's done. Them shiny shoes failed him. Much love. Yeah, he out there trying to look like what's his name? Morris Day in the Times. Boy, them shoes slipped right from underneath him over there. Yeah, his feet moving like James Brown. It was a damn shame, boy. For real. But yeah, man. Shoot, what else we got? You know what? Let me go ahead and get to this. All right. I said that I was going to talk about this before, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it now because I actually got the OG. All right. I actually got the OG. And so, once again, got a steal of a price on this. This is something that Neve and so many other people were talking about. So many people have said this puts the OG to shame and whatnot. Boy, let me see if I need to slap shit out of somebody. All right. Because we're an hour in and I can talk like I want to now. You know what I'm saying? They won't demonetize us for cussing. All right. But let me see if I need to slap shit out of somebody real quick. Okay. Here we got Club de Nuit bling. All right. Now, for those who don't know, everybody I've heard talked about it talks about how it is in a Lore Homme Sport. All right. Blanche edition clone. All right. And luckily, your boy has the OG on hand. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's see if they lying, dying, or flying in some shit because I'm curious. I'm curious. This actually was just thrown in there. I didn't actually get a chance to smell it. Actually, no. I take that back. I did get a chance to smell it. I just can't remember what it smelled like. But yeah. Look, I'll let you borrow my gloves so you can put them paws on. For real, man. All right, so here's the bottle. A little see-through. All right. Got a little clear encasement of the actual Armaf Club de Nuit bottle. Not bad. All right. Looks bejeweled. Looks like someone put my little sister's decoration of a perfume bottle in a case. Not bad. I mean, to each his own. If you like that, that's what it is. It's not a bad look, not a bad design, but if you like your perfume bottles bejeweled or bedazzled, this is right up your alley. All right. Look at that. Cap. Got the rhinestones on there. Like a rhinestone cowboy. Anyway. Here we go. Gonna put our Moth Bling on the left because it ain't right. And we're gonna put this Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Off top. These are not the same. What the hell is that? All right. Definitely. I'm not gonna front out the person who said these are what you call it, but damn it, somebody lied their ass off on this. Hold on. Boy, what the hell is this? Armaf Bling. Boy, somebody lied. Somebody lied. Fragrantica, hey y'all. This is how I know I ain't believing shit that Fragrantica tell you anymore. All right. 25 people said that this smells like Allure Homme Sport Blanche Edition or Allure Homme Edition Blanche. They are liars. Bro, the citrus in here smells almost like a musty, not musky, musty grapefruit. There's some musk to it. And I'm in here trying to look and see what I got. Bro, I go in here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show y'all what the hell's going on. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. It says citruses. It don't tell you which ones, because I tell you what, some of these citruses smell like they've been sitting outside unpeeled for a couple of days. But this is a very tart, sharp, somewhat bright citrus, almost like a grapefruit. Grapefruit meets something like grapefruit meets citron or something. Then it has a flower prism. Y'all, what the hell is a flower prism? They making up shit, y'all. They just making up stuff at this point. Stardust. Notice this is the only fragrance that has it. This is absolutely crazy. Velvet Woods. Let's even see if they got something for this. Y'all, this is crazy. This is truly crazy. Let me see here. All right. Look. Tart citrus. Not really a herbal. There is some woodiness underneath it, but I'll say this. It's not bad. It's different, but it's nothing like this. Off top, I got a fresh lemon. I do get some woods and whatnot, but these are two different citruses. The opening is damn near completely different. They used a completely different citrus. Y'all, this is crazy. What the hell are they talking about? I'm low-key upset. Hold on. Let me see something. Where's Bling? Let's see if Parfumo can be honest. All right. These mother suckers are lying too, or at least they're being vague on it. Y'all. All right. So it don't matter whether you go to, it don't matter where you go. All right. Point blank, y'all. No matter if you're looking on Fragrantica or Parfumo, it's going to have the same notes listed. All right. And it's nowhere telling of what it actually smells like. All right. But you get a sharp, sour, bitter citrus from Bling. All right. You do get a little bit of notes. There is a little roughness. I don't smell like, it's almost like a funky wood. Pause. It's not bad. Actually, to be honest with you, it's very interesting. I honestly will wear this, but this ain't what you think it is. Whoever said this shit smells like Allure Homme Edition Blanche, no. Allure Homme Blanche is nothing like this. They are two different directions. Yes, citrus and wood, but funky, sour, tart. Citrus and wood, more like a fresh wood. Citric, and that is lemon, a defined lemon, if not, no, it's lemon or bergamot with a little bit of a sweetness in here. But this, nah, nowhere near. Nowhere near. Terrible. Jason, to be honest with you, it's not terrible. It's a terrible rendition if that was their aim. If their aim was to get something close to this, they did a piss poor job. All right. A piss poor job. All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. They did such a bad job. If their aim was to get there, they did such a bad job that if they come out in public and say that wasn't their aim, then you know that everybody talking about it lied their asses off. lied their asses off. I don't care what they got to say, but anybody that you see over there trying to push this right here, no. F that. Let me get rid of this because I need y'all to see it. Because you know what? I'm gonna put this on Opus Clip. Anybody that's trying to push this right here to be this right here, I would question everything that they talk about. If they're telling you that you're getting the same citric vibe, the same woody vibe that you're getting from this, I would question everything that they say. I'm gonna keep it a buck. No way in hell. Yes, Mike, this is so good. It is. We ain't here to do that, Jason. We ain't here to do that. The look of disgust was because people could be sitting up there saying that they're close. That is some bullshit. This is not that. You know what? This has, Jason, you know what this kind of smells like? This smells like and opens up like No Cologne from Fugazi. This opens up with that same pungent, almost that No Cologne smell from Fugazi. That's what this starts off smelling like. Seriously. Bruh, this is why I started off months ago saying stop comparing. I've been saying this for a long time. The more we compare it to something else, that's why I don't call them clones. I just call them renditions because they take something and they give it a twist. The twist on here is definitely the opening citrus notes. This is not Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. This is definitely not. The dry down is similar, only that it dries down woody. That's it. That's it, David. These fragrances, Club de Nuit is linear as hell in every way, in every way. All right. So the dry down being similar means nothing. It's not really, it just means that the opening in the first 4 hours of this are completely different. So it uses a similar wood. Well, a lot of these fragrances use similar wood notes in there. So that's not something to hold up and say, at least they got this right. No. They just use the same wood. With these being so linear from beginning to end, the only thing that dissipates is a citric note because we all know citruses on most people's skins, those acidic levels do not last long. So all you've got left is the wood. So no, I'm not giving it that. All right. Does it have a woody dry down? Yes. Is it similar? Shit. Who cares? Name all 25. You might be right, bro. That gas station grapefruit. Yeah, the one that's been left outside in the heat. For real. A musty grapefruit. Yes. It's like it's been left in the car in Texas in the middle of July. Gotta get Bubba Dub here. I ain't gonna say trash, man. I ain't gonna say trash, but it's a trash comparison. All right. A trash comparison. I don't care. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Nah, hell no. Strong as hell, Percy. You already know. Musty grapefruit are grapefruit that are indigenous to the terrains of the 7-Elevens and shells. For real, man. Hey, real talk, man. Flower Prism and Stardust should have, man, look. If you don't want to tell us what's in there, just say that. But that's right there is crazy. I don't know how they put that as notes. That's crazy. And I bet you they couldn't even, if we were to go to a forum with them in there, they couldn't even explain how they put together Flower Prism. And then the note that they gave Fragrantica and Parfumo to use, the picture that they, boy, get out of here. Everyone feel for that other bullshit. Yeah, they fell for that other bullshit. Put out now, they trying to grab all the this. You know where the money grab is, world? You know what I'm starting to realize? The money grab is not in that they are producing so many clones. All right. The money grab is in the comparison of them to so many quality or designer originals. The money grab is in the lying, in so many cases, of comparisons of them to the OGs. That's where the money grab is for me. It's in the explanation of where they fall in line and what they're compared to. That's why I say, again, comparison is a thief of all joy. This actually could come across for some as a good fragrance for those who are interested in this style of profile. But because they compared it to this, it distorts my view of it all in all. It's like those people that say, hey, turkey bacon isn't any different from bacon. You're a damn lie. You're a damn lie. I would say a GD lie, but it ain't even worth using the Lord's name in vain. Boy, if this thing macerates anymore, boy, that thing it's gonna smell funky as hell, man. I'm telling you, boy. This is wild. That of all things, and there's a couple others that pissed me off. That's almost as bad as that damn. Look, I know what Walt said, and I'm not knocking him for it because his comparison makes sense to him and those who understand it. But without that dried fruit openings, I'm sorry, you can't sell me that is a amber clone. I know too many people. I think Neeb talked about it too. That's cool. But for those who love amber, blonde amber, without the dried fruit openings, I don't even want to hear that they're close. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't have a close clone if the opening ain't similar. I'm sorry. You got 3 parts to a fragrance. You got the opening, you got the mid, and you got the close. Okay? If that opening ain't the same, then how can you say it's close? At least let it start off the same. I'm going to say that some, not all. I'm going to say that the biggest disappointment in some of the fragrance and some of the fragrance clones and renditions are the reviewers. I'm going to say this, and we'll talk about it again. Reviewers nowadays, look, I'm all for getting your money, all right? And I'm all for trying to sell. But I'm for selling with a olfactive soul, you know? Sell it for what it's worth. You know, when I worked at Circuit City and Best Buy and I was selling TVs, y'all, I never once tried to make it seem like the Vizio was on the same level as Sony. But I told people that TV was still high def, still 1080p. And if you hooked up that Sony Blu-ray DVD player, Blu-ray DVD to this, you would get the same quality from a Blu-ray DVD on this TV. You would get a very similar quality as you would on the Sony. But I never told them it performed the same. I always sold Vizio on the basis that it was great for the price. But if you want top tier, you're going to have to come up. Back in the day, this had to be like 2007, 2008. Back in the day, you had to come up off of that $3,000, that $3,500 if you wanted 1080p. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. Vizio would get you 1080p, but at the low end. Sony was going to get you 1080p, and you weren't going to see all that pixelation. You were going to see where it was coming together. That picture was beautiful. All right. That's how I sold it. And I did well. I made a lot of commission. I even got up to the point where they were willing to offer me the management position, but instead I became assistant management. But y'all, never once did I even get in my head that I was going to tell the lie and say that they were on the same level. That this right here is diabolical. That people are out here comparing some of these. That's another part of the reason why I came back into the Middle Eastern scene, because I smelled a couple that were actually had quality oils and actually did really good on putting the perfume together. But now I see people talking about some, and I've got my nose on. I'm just like, I don't know how the hell you came together with that. Yeah, Dutch. What does Stardust smell like? Skittles? No, that's the Flower Prism. You know what I'm saying? The Stardust must smell like cocaine mixed with sugar, the way this picture looks. Another gym scent, you better believe it. Shit. And I might not even wear it to the gym with that tartness and that mustiness not musky, mustiness. Man, look, I don't know if I would wear that to the gym with the where the women are. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a gym where I'm over there, I'm just working out, there's more dudes and whatnot. I actually like it for the mustiness. It's like a musty grapefruit, man. I can't get past that. I actually like it for some reason, but man, we ain't about to sit up here and act like they one and the same or they're anywhere close. I'm not cutting no shit. I'm being honest, bro. For what it provides, for what it is, it's good. But I hate that there are people out there comparing the two. How do you capture stardust? I tell you what, you get as high as you can, and then you throw the leftovers in the bag and you just sell it to moon people until you sober up. That's about it. All right. Trying to give us a dry down definition of chill out, man. Chill out. Yeah, man, I'm serious, bro. I'm serious. Really analyze because this is serious. Dude, I like this. People don't understand. Look, I like smelling fragrances. I like analyzing fragrances. I like talking about what I get from it. This is a joy for me. This is what I like to do. I can do this for hours. Hell, for those that have talked to me, Dutch, Jason, Will, Walt, we've been on the phone. We've talked for hours about two fragrances. What we got from it, who was lying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we do. This is what I love. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a rendition, a clone, a designer, a niche. I don't care. I like smelling, sometimes wearing fragrances and talking about it. That's just what it is. No, this is the same type of citrus note that you get in No Cologne. I'm being dead serious. It's just on a more synthetic level. Using the same wood like Brandy Monica. You might be right. Yeah. Steak, yeah. That wood that you get after they both had them, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't washed off before neither one of them. I tell you what, man. Straight from practice over there with Brandy and Monica. I tell you what, man. We just need you to retract the No Cologne comparison. Hell no, man. I stand by that. This is a more synthetic version of No Cologne's opening. That's point blank. That is really what it is. Bacon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is turkey bacon, and this is bacon. Nothing smells like Blonde Amber except Blonde Amber. You damn right. And I stand by that. I don't care. You down to smell something with skunk oil? I'm making you a list. World, calm down. Look, I'm upset because look, this is one of my grails. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I think this was discontinued, but this right here, when I bought this, I wore this for 4 days straight. This is good. And I do know 4 days straight because I love the citrus and the dry down. It almost gave me a sweet candy feel too. Yeah, this is like lemon heads, but with a little bit of sweetness in there. Dude, this ain't no damn lemon head. This ain't no damn lemon head. This is the worst head I've gotten in a while. Oh, I have to say the name though, my Damie. You damn right, man. Send it my way. I smell it. I smelled some shit before too, boy. And I'm down to see what it smells like, man. Small that bling got him woozy with the flower prism, man. Something, man. This stardust must be having me up in the moon right now, man. Look, we from the same play. Oh yeah, them New Orleans boys. What a die. What a time, my Damie. I'm for real. And that's the only reason why I say I would wear this, because it literally is a very close note. It's a synthetic, most definitely, because the one in No Cologne is smooth. It's more defined. It's more refined, not defined, refined. and you kind of get that tartness from like a grapefruit. But this right here is just musty grapefruit. It's not on the same level, but it is in the same direction. Just send it to him, World. Jason, that's Blue Sapphire Supercharged. Hey, let that one dude talk. Hey, let that one dude talk that we had in that group chat that was reviewing Blue Sapphire. Hey, he might actually like it. Oh, God, no. Yeah, man. Man, for real. But no, y'all, that's the thing that pissed me off about some of the. You know what? Nowadays, these clones are meant for certain people in certain stages of their fragrance life. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. It's meant for those who want to come back, like myself, and want to get something cheap every once in a while to go to the gym, to go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Something just to experience it. You know what I'm saying? Just come back, touch base, because they have gotten better. You know what I'm saying? They have gotten better, but they're not on the same. They're nowhere near the same level. But y'all, these reviewers piss me off. They're killing me. They are killing me. Some I know, some I don't. But these comparisons are full of shit sometimes. They're full of shit sometimes. Yeah. No cologne is definitely better, man. Definitely better. Teeth, fingernails, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to grip it, and they don't know how to. Yeah, we're gonna get off of that, man. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all who have coached your partner at one point in your life, you get it. She said, "Y'all killing me. Feel like if I go to sleep, I'm missing something." I know for real, man. All right, David, man. I'll holler at you later. But no, seriously, man, that and that video I texted you. Yeah, yes, bro. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Stop with the fucking comparisons, man. Been saying that. I'm glad more and more people are starting to get hip to it. But man, I tell you what, boy. Every time I look up someone's comparing something, it's almost like even though they don't consider themselves dumbing themselves down and comparing it to something else, you're kind of dumbing your review down. All right. Because if you always have to compare to talk about something, then people never really get your true feel for the fragrance. You know, I'm not sure if he did, but Walt touched on something like that earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just not good. And it's not good on our behalf. It's kind of lazy. You know what I'm saying? Even describing the opening as something else is kind of lazy. Just talk about what you get from it. This right here, no. Like I said, musty, all right, grapefruit. Y'all know what fruit does, what citric fruit does in the sun. If you've ever had an orange and you've opened it up, you've peeled it off, but you've been outside in the heat, if you come back to it after a few minutes, you start to see that the fragrance from the orange has elevated, that you start to get a stronger smell from the peel. I mean, it always does that. Anybody that knows this is what happens. And it always comes across as an outdoor orange at that point. If you do it inside, it's one thing. But if you leave it outside for a little while, you get an outdoor, almost like a naturistic feel to it, where it feels a little more green, or there's a nuance of it, of something green, something outside to that fruit. And that's what you get from here, man. That's what you get. Is it a decent frag if you don't compare it to anything? Yes. As a matter of fact, it might even be better than you thought it was. If you don't compare it to anything, it's probably a better fragrance, especially when you're comparing it to some bullshit, especially when you're lying about the comparison. Yes. Yes. That's very, very valid, Key. Man, look, they doing that to stay on the company's good side. They love the free packages and the attention. Yeah, but who's the one coming up with these lies of comparisons in some cases? I doubt if the company is sending them a memo when they send the bottle saying, make sure that in your video you compare it to this. I want to know where these initial comparisons are coming from. Some are close, some are good, but quite a few of these are just bullshit as of recently. You know what I'm saying? Some of these are just lies as of recently. This dude, you know what I'm saying? It drives the market for the OG. Indeed, it does. People are going to buy both to see which is better. That's not. I'm going to be honest with you, Simone. There are some that will buy the OG, and then there are some that will buy the rendition. Rarely do you really notice that people are buying both. And that's the problem. But because of social media and whatnot, you got a bunch of people that haven't smelt the OG getting behind a camera and a mic talking about how much it smells alike, and they don't. And there are some people that have the money that would save up the money to get the OG if only they knew what it smelled like before they heard someone tell that lie and say that they're close. I know this. You want to know how I know this? Because every week I go into the perfume wholesale twice a week to talk to my guy Ali and my guy Max, right? And while I'm in there, I'm talking to people. I'm literally damn near selling bottles at times, you know what I'm saying? Off of comparisons and trying to detour people away from comparing them and just talk about what it gives you and whether you like it or not. Because the people that have the OGs and whatnot, you compare it, you're going to piss them off or they're not going to want it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to want the OG, even though that's what they collect. Because they're going to think, oh, well, if this is good, then that's it. Or they're going to think, oh, if this is close, then I don't like this. And these people, you just flat out lying, man. It has to be the same question when my bottle is in Europe. It's a good fragrance, bro, but it might not be for me 6 months from now. But for now, I think you know what? I might wear it to the gym tomorrow. Real talk. Real talk. Look, yeah, no idea what those are. Clearly, yeah, clearly they don't want to tell you what's really in it. I'm telling you, man. Stardust equals lemon pledge. Flower prism equals fabulous. You might be right. Hey, no. Stardust equals lemon pledge. Flower prism equals that pine cone that your parents used to put up in a they give you that what is it, the used pine cone car freshener when it dried out, when it was almost completely dissipated, all you got was wood, like a woody smell. I'm telling you, bro, it's bad sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes this shit is bad. Like, it's disgusting. Dude that used to own Bape admitted to bootlegging his own stuff back in the day. You think other companies not doing it? You damn right they are. HBK, you damn right they are. You know they are. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Rayhan Crimson. All right. If you really want to know, this ain't no dupe of Centaurus. This is a dupe of Neeb's collaboration with French Avenue, Royal Taboo. That is closer to this than it is to any type of Centaurus. And that's a fact. Ain't no tobacco in here, and that gives you a tobacco feel, natural. But because this is so dry, it definitely ain't like Centaurus. Centaurus is more of it's kind of a dry tobacco as well, but there's some dampness to it. It has a different nature in its blend. But because that's dry, that is closer. Crimson is closer to Taboo than anything. That's a fact. And it came out close after Neeb released his, not to mention, from what I've heard, there is some hate in the Middle Eastern world that might have led someone to doing something awfully close for competition, for competitive purposes. Let me say that. Yeah. All right, HBK, yes. It's just saying that on a couple of lives ago, labels used to leak their own albums to create a buzz. You damn right they did. And I was there to receive it with open arms, with arms wide open. Grokster made me a lot of money. Grokster and LimeWire made me a lot of money duping DVDs and CDs, baby. Yeah, your boy didn't just have dupe fragrances. I had dupe DVDs and dupe CDs, baby. Duping and duping. That's what happens when you chase the bag instead of knowing the fret, man. I'm telling you. Y'all be nice. That bling may be someone's trophy. It must be a family trophy. The sister put that bedazzle on there. That's about it. Gyms, don't wear musty grapefruit to the gym, please. Can't make no promises, man. Look, the grapefruit note in here is addictive, man. It's like, have y'all ever smelled it when y'all were younger and you used to smell gasoline? And some of us were like, we run from it, but others be like, oh my God, like you could sit there and smell a little bit all day. That's what this musty grapefruit is like, man. It's addictive. I need no drink. I had a happy hour earlier. I was on happy hour when I was watching Walt. No liquor included tonight. Neeb hinted to the same. You damn right he did. You damn right he did. Trying to dupe the dupes, man. They were mad. They were big mad at him. So they tried to one-up him and ended up failing. Whatever. All right. Jim's got a bar right under them oils behind him. Hey, low-key, I not underneath, but I do over here, man. Hey, for those who care, I'm gonna do a walkthrough one time. I got another shelf with liquor over here. You know what I'm saying? So I can pour up on camera. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah. Selfish. Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, man, no, that right there. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna leave it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna leave it. Y'all. I'm cutting down my Middle Eastern reviews. My Middle Eastern Mondays are gonna come for times when I smell something that I want to call someone out. So expect that these Middle Eastern Mondays are going to be very limited going forward. However, I am bringing into the fold a live that, hey, if Jason hops in, you know, it's always the better. But if not, you know what I'm saying? That's why I started a previous live of chopping it up with gems, you know what I'm saying? Because on those, I'm going to get back to just talking about things in space and talking about some of these niche and designer fragrances, especially now that we're in the holidays and it's time to pull them out. You know what I'm saying? That boy said, so you're going to send me a decanter? Hey, as long as there's something in it. All right. And just change it to mid Mondays and we can discuss middies. Hey, we'll have a segment in there for that. All right. We're going to have a segment in there. And when we talk about the middies, I'm going to break down why I think it's a midi. All right. Simone said, yo, I just found y'all and y'all cutting stuff. Hey, it's just, I'm not. Look, we got some unexpected surprises coming. And I have been talking to a couple of people about changing the content from what we were, because at one point, when we started going through a time where we were, you know, struggling to get behind camera consistently, I was just coming to the camera, coming to the lives, damn near just talking about anything. You know what I'm saying? Just coming in here to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? To have a moment to chop it up with y'all. You know, at which point kind of got lost from what we were originally doing. You know what I'm saying? When we started off, we had a specific goal, you know, and you know, both while we were together and shortly after, when I had to, you know, do things on my own for a little bit. Yeah, we lost touch. We went away from what it was that we were trying to do, and you know, I have to admit, part of that was my spearheading. And so we're going to go back down the realm of what we were meant to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I still will be talking about some of these Middle Easterns, but my conversation will be about the ones that should not be talked about like they are. Whereas, and to be honest with you, that's going to be plenty of times. All right. There's going to be plenty to talk about because the more reviewers we get, the more shilling we get, the more bullshit we're going to get from some of these comparisons and reviews as well. So don't worry. There will be plenty of mid Mondays and plenty of Middle Eastern Mondays that we're going to come to the table and discreetly call some people out. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays I ain't got to say their name. No, all you got to do is put in the name of the fragrance in YouTube and they'll, hey, you're gonna see. All you gotta do is start watching the initial minute or two of the video, and you'll know who I'm talking about. Some of them I haven't even seen, but because there's so many wannabes, just like my guy Raph calls these clone, he calls the clones wannabes. You know, just because there's so many wannabes, wannabe reviewers popping up, and by that, hey, take it how you want to. A hit dog hollers, you know. It's a bunch of people out here just regurgitating the same thing, the same reviews. You know what I'm saying? And whether I review a Middle Eastern, a cheapie, a designer, a indie niche, or a niche, regardless of what I review, I'm gonna give you an honest review. I'm gonna give you my ideal of it, and I'm gonna give you different points. And my comparisons will always be a comparison to what other people are saying and how I really feel about it. I've never given a regurgitated review ever in my life. Never. And I don't plan on starting anytime soon. And, God willing, if we get Sin Father, he definitely ain't going to let me do it. Not that I would ever do it anyway, but he definitely ain't going to let me do it. But, it's just, Fracom is a business. But that doesn't mean you gotta roll with malbusiness. You know what I'm saying? Malbusiness practices. There's a way to get your money and keep it real. There's a way to get your money and be honest. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that too many people are going about it what I would consider the wrong way for me. What's wrong for me ain't necessarily wrong for them because, hey, some of these people are growing astronomically. So obviously it's working. You know what I mean? But for me, if I can't grow off of just giving an honest review and talking about it, then it probably ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Probably ain't for me. But it ain't going to stop me from reviewing because this is what I love to do. Let me see real quick. That said, warn y'all's favorite reviewers that we here to inform everyone about the middies they praising as elites. Yeah. Wannabes, Raph. You damn right. James, have you smelt that vanilla clone that they are saying smells a lot like the vanilla Guerlain? I got a sample coming in, and I got a sample of the actual vanilla plantifolia from a friend that has 2 bottles, one empty and one full. So not yet, but soon. Inshallah. For those who don't know, in honor of Middle Eastern Monday, that is God willing. All right. Already. All right. But yeah, Raph says like the lyrics of the Spice Girls song. Yeah, Raph, you're going to have to inform us of that one because I'm not sure what the hell song you're talking about. It's been years since I've heard them, and I only know of 2. Going to be a segment dedicated to Raph called Touch Grass when we let you know your review is lies. Just keep me smelling delicious. I'm completely self-serving. Hey, man, Rav say, if you want my future, forget my past. If you want to get with me, better make it fast. Okay. Now don't go wasting my precious. Oh, let me go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Rav, you know what I'm saying? Since you know your boys in the music, all right? If you want my future, forget my past. If you want to go get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together. We could be just fine. Don't tell me what I know, what I really, really. Oh, wait. Don't tell me what I want, what I really, really want. You know what? Rap, that's perfect. Because you know what? Too many of these people that are tuning in, viewing this stuff, they want people to tell them what they want. I never done sales or business like that. I don't tell people what they want or what they want to hear. I tell them what I get and what they'll end up getting. You have to determine on your own what you want. That was a perfect song, Raph. Sense and sound. See what I'm talking about? See the alley oops? Do you see the alley oops that are thrown to us in the chat? This is why we love y'all. This is why I can't do a live without y'all, man. For real. Look, Raph said, get ready. Next weekend, temperatures will dip below 0 up north. Oh, yeah. And we're going to see the cookie concoctions that they're going to push to some of these people on here. Stop. What the fuck? Come on now. Come on, Simone. You know what just happened. I told you what you wanted, what you really, really wanted. But yeah, but no, seriously, man, it's just, man, it's a damn shame, bro. It's a damn shame. I don't mean to be long-winded, but this shit is disgusting, to be honest with y'all, man. It is disgusting. Like, I don't understand why, there's a thing out here where people are selling their souls for things, and it's like you're selling your fragrant soul for this. Like, why would you want to be heard now to not be trusted later? I don't know. But y'all, that's gonna do it for tonight. Simone, you've been dead. You should have been gone. Anyway, girl, get some rest. I hope you liked and I hope you liked and subscribe to us. And you know what I'm saying? If you get time, share it, rewatch it. Do us that good, man. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because your appreciation don't cost a dime, but we do appreciate those who super chatted. Man, again, thank you to Just Cold who sent in $4.99. Simone, thank you for your $5, man. Hey, look, we definitely will be reinvesting that into our brand by way of giveaway. It's definitely going to cover one of these packages that's going to be sent out in December. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for coming out. Hey, peace to you too, beloved. All right. Get your life. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for coming out. You know what I'm saying? And spending a little bit of time with us. We couldn't do it without y'all. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't want to do it without y'all. Y'all make this worthwhile. Y'all keep it interesting. Hell, while I'm entertaining you, you're entertaining me, and we love that. We really appreciate that about y'all. You know what I'm saying? And man, especially at this time of night. I know it's 11:30 on the East Coast, 10:30 here in Central. So again, but thanks for joining in on another Middle Eastern Monday. Yeah, tune in tomorrow as we will be hosting Black Aroma Distribution. Corey, many of y'all have seen him in Walt's chat. We're going to be having him on live tomorrow, and we're going to be discussing some things. It's going to be a community conversation, but really and truly, this should be called Let's Keep It Real, or Keep It Real. You know what I'm saying? This should be episode 2 of Keep It Real. So make sure you come back. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be informative. And a lot of people are going to leave here with their feelings hurt. Oh, no, I'm going to be honest with you. Some may leave with their feelings hurt, but those who watch us, you already know what we're bringing to the table every time we come on camera. So just tune in tomorrow. All right. Holla at us. The show's going to start at 7:30 Eastern time, 6:30 Central. We'll see you there. And with that being said, man, hey, let every sip lead to a new inspiration, and let every sniff lead to a new discovery. All right. I think that's what it said. No, I think it said every sip be a sip of inspiration, and let every sniff lead to a new discovery. I apologize, y'all, but it is getting late for me too. But appreciate y'all for coming out. Appreciate y'all for the love. Make sure you like it on your way out. Share it with a friend if you get a chance. But other than that, y'all be blessed. One love. That is it, Dutch. I don't care what you talk about. I fix it at the end, all right? It is it. But anyways, appreciate y'all for coming out, man. Like I said, one love. Y'all be easy. Already.